Okay, this is a brand new property that we are going to flip. It is called the Accountant's House, and it's rather interesting. The front yard is fairly good sized, I guess, um, with the driveway and so on. Let's go inside and take a look around. When you first go inside, you enter a what could be a large living room, and it's an open plan because here's the kitchen over here. This door leads to a bedroom, and as I say, around here is the kitchen. And from the kitchen, you can get to a bedroom, good sized bedroom. And I know I'm skipping that door for now. I'll come back to it. And this is the backyard, which is really big. I can't even imagine what I'd want to put here. This could be a really large crop garden. It could be a modern garden. I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I might even um, build an extension on the house. Let's see. Oops, wrong thing. Silly me. This is what I want. I want to see. I don't remember. Yes, we can. We can build. So I might even um, add to the property. It might be interesting to try. I haven't done that so far. I mean, I've played around with it on my own. And actually, the one house that we did had an extension, but that might be an interesting thing to do. Maybe add something over here. Not quite sure. Now, the last room I wanted to show you is this one. This is a very small, kind of cramped office. And at the back here, we have a uh, what looks like a closet. But the interesting thing is that there is something down here. Looks like there's another room. So why don't we break in and find out what's on the other side of this? Besides, I like breaking things. So what's back here? There is a flight of stairs down to a cellar. Wonder what's hidden in the cellar. And I've done this property before, but I don't really remember what was downstairs, if anything valuable. So why don't we find out together? Let's go down the stairs. So far, it looks like a bunch of garbage, and it might all be garbage, but this is a good sized room. It could easily become another bedroom, or we could, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out when we start doing the work. And that's just what I'm planning on doing now, doing the work. And I'm going to start by cleaning everything up, obviously. That's the first step. And then we'll go from there. Be back. Okay, we're back. I have cleaned everything, sold all the furniture, all the appliances, all the interior doors, and I actually will probably I'm most likely will sell the exterior doors as well, but for now I'm leaving them alone. Um, so everything has been sold, including down here, and I think we're going to start with the um, main bathroom, and that is horrible looking right now. And I'm actually thinking that it might be more interesting to change this so that rather than have the door here, we'll have the door on this side directly into the bedroom. So the first thing we have to do is get rid of where this door was. And now we will fill that in with a solid wall. Of course, now we're stuck in here, aren't we? Yay! Um, I want to sell all the appliance. Okay, so I'm thinking the door should probably be here. Oh, okay. And we'll put the lintel in. And get rid of those. How I missed selling those in the painting, I have no idea. Okay, so now our bathroom opens to the actually rather small now that I look at it, to the bedroom. So let's put a tub in the back. And I'm thinking the suspended tub because I think they're more great. Oh, that's the suspended toilet. That's not going to do me any good. We want the freestanding bathtub. For one thing, they're easier to install. For another, I like the look. Okay, that's that. We will put in the tub. Actually, I should probably do the floor first. But why don't we take a second and do that? So they've just published an update to the farm DLC that fixes a bug where the newest things were not appearing at the beginning of the list. Now it does properly appear. Of course, that throws off all the things I'm used to doing, but hey, um, not quite sure what I want here or even what color. No, actually, I'm gonna get a little funky here. Let's go for purple. Simple purple tiles. Not that anything purple is all that simple, but in this case, yeah, not that complicated. It's not violently purple, but it's nice. And I think for the backsplash behind the tub, I might do the same thing because there is no purple. Well, there's pink. Nah, I'm not going to do the whole thing in purple. I'm just going to do this backsplash behind the tub, and then I'm going to paint the rest. Okay, that's that. And I think I'm going to find the lightest shade of purple slash lavender that I can in paint. Paint. Let's go right to, oh, there is no entry for purple anymore. I thought there was. Violet. Um, the subtle lilac, maybe. Bright lavender, perhaps. Um, that's pretty close. Let's do that one. And I'm thinking that for interior doors, um, I might follow the pattern set by the front door and use white doors everywhere inside. This certainly looks better than that horribly dirty looking tile that was here. Okay. What do you think? Not bad, right? Now, do I want to? Yeah, why not? Okay. So let's get rid of that. Now we will buy the tub and put it in place. That's an interesting toilet. So do we want this one or this one? Let's go with this one. They're the same price. And I really don't see anything I like better than simple black, although pink, I guess, really in this game when they're talking about metal and they say pink, in most cases it's more of a coppery, brassy color. And do the same thing for the faucet. But I don't want a black bathtub. I think a white one is better in this case. And now we can assemble it. That was simple enough. Okay, so now if we're going to do that, where do we want to put the toilet and where do we want to put the sink? I think the sink probably directly across from the door, because I'm trying to, and this is a very small, narrow room. I'm trying to set it up so that we're not cutting the door through things. And actually, when it comes down to that, I may use there's a door that doesn't. So when we're talking about the, I'm trying to use things that the door won't cut through. Okay, I think just about there. We'll unscrew it. Okay, we'll go over to the supplies, sinks, and I kind of like that. but I don't think in this house. Let's keep it simple and go for, hmm, it's tempting to do that one, but I think I'm gonna stick with that one. We are going to go white. Um, do I maybe want white wood as well? It's a little too bland. Let's pick, hmm, cool oak, kind of a gray. Nah, pale oak. Let's just do that. Leave enough room to the side to put in a garbage can or something if we want to. There you go. And that opens up. This is opening too. Okay, so now what we want, the last thing that has to go in here is the toilet. And we will put that in. We need installations. And for assembly. And let's do the hanging toilet. Why not? Okay, that's not too close to the tub and it won't interfere with the door. So we'll go and put in the tub itself. Toilets. Unfortunately, there is only one suspended toilet, and that's this one. And really not a lot of choice, although I could go with a, um, well, let's see. There's Canary, which is not going to work here. Pure White, which is rather nice. I don't want Monstera leaves. Turquoise? No, I don't think so. Not red, not dark gray, not teal, not gray. There is no purple. There's gray marble and pure white. Um, Actually, the pure white would be all right, I suppose. Wish I had a few more choices there. Okay, so that basically is the bathroom. Let's put we need an overhead light. We need a door. Let's do the door first. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff here that I am not familiar with. Something I'm going to have to be playing around with and try out. There is a door here that I've been using that I think would be just right for this if I ever get down and find it. I don't know, this might be 3 instead of 4, and I really don't feel like buying paint again. On the other hand, this is the one I wanted, and I want it in pure white, and yeah, it's 3, not 4. Oh well, I guess it's worth it. It's just paint. It's only like $8 for a small can of paint. Let's see, which way should we go? This way. I'm glad I used a solid color. Okay, we'll get the paint right there. We'll get a small one. It's only 12 bucks. You know, I realized recently that I tend to be extremely cheap when it comes to buying things for my houses as I'm redoing them. And when you come right down to it, it's actually kind of silly. And not just because this isn't real money, but what have I wasted 4 bucks? I mean, seriously. And this is the door we want. We want it in white. And it's easier from this side to see what you're doing. There you go. Now, this room needs to be decorated a little bit, but I also need to, I'm going to paint this room and let's give it a door now. And it's not going to be that door. That's not really the best choice, I don't think. On the other hand, this door would be perfect in the entryway to the cellar over here because that's what was here, just not white. Okay. And as I said, I'm going to paint this room and then do a little decorating in here, and then we'll come back and decide what furniture to put in this room. Be back soon. So, as I said, I have finished decorating the bathroom. I didn't really add an awful lot to it. Added a rug, possibly. Anyway, also added a painting over here so that you have something to pretty to look at when you're taking a bath. I mean, who doesn't want something pretty to look at when they're taking a bath, right? You can sit there and meditate about that painting. And I think I showed you installing that door. So I've painted this room, and the colors here are dirty. I'm sorry, natural straw and dirty gold. I tried the lighter color on the end of the room to make it look bigger. I'm not sure that that really works in the video game, but now we're ready to add some furniture here. And we're going to start with the bed. And let's see, bed. Come on, wake up. Furniture, bedroom, beds. And this is the bed I want to use. And the color is going to be American oak, which is just a little bit darker than what we've been doing. And for the pillows, we'll use dark yellow. And for the bed sheet, we're going to use yellow. Why not? So this is our bed. We're going to be boring and stick it back here on the wall. Yeah. And for the bedside stand cabinets, we're also going to use Paxson. I think I might have room for the wider version. And again, we're going to stick with American oak. So that will go, nope, got to use the narrower one. There is a narrower one. Yes, and we still will stick with American oak. Yes, and that will go there. There's the front. There's one. 2. And now we need wardrobes or, well, wardrobes. Let's see if there's a PacSun wardrobe. Yes. How about that? There is. Okay, I think we will stick with the medium size here. We're not going to go huge. American oak again, though, all the way through. And that can go, well, I guess the best place is on this wall right here. We'll see if that crowds too much for going. I mean, you wouldn't want one person. No, it's fine. You wouldn't want one person to be unable to get to their side of the bed, would you? Okay, I also want to put a chest of drawers, and I, I think this one. And again, we're going to go with American oak. And that will go. My initial idea was under this window, but I think it would be better if we stick it here. So that is pretty much the furniture in this room. I'm not going to drag you through all the decorating steps because I'm not quite sure how much I want to add here. And we still have to, if you'll notice, I used a slightly unusual light here. It's a little different from what I usually use. It's funny that it doesn't light up very much. And I think I'm going to go with some of the new window curtains that came also from the from the farm DLC, and that is these. And the nice thing about these is that they will fit with any window that you want to use them with, just by picking the right, if you just pick the right size. And I believe that since we've got that gold, I'm not sure if there's, well, there's coffee and brown coffee and brown. I think the brown coffee, and we'll stick with the golden metal. And we could probably go smaller. Let's see. Is there 150? There is. Brown coffee. And it still won't go because of that dresser. Well, we'll take care of that. We'll just move it out of the way temporarily. Here we go. See? Works just fine now. Yep. And now we'll put this back, even if we have to put it out a little bit to keep it from cutting through the curtains. And then over here, we're going to try and do the same thing, except with the narrower ones. So there is 100 and 150. I think 100 might be the size we want. Yeah. And again, we have to move stuff before we can put it up. Just got to get it out of the way. Oh, can you believe that's actually in the way? There we go. Now we can put things back. Boy, that has to be way out from the wall. Screw up everything. So I think what I might do is, oh, come on, I just want to put it back where it was. Okay. What I'm going to do perhaps is move this out of the way. This kind of sucks. Sorry. Not crazy about having to rearrange everything just because of the of the curtains, but we can do it. We'll manage. Yeah, that has to go somewhere else. Hmm. And then that, this is like doing a jigsaw puzzle. And this can go here. Can we get through? Yes, we can. All right. Well, that's not exactly what I had in mind when I was looking at things that I might want to use, but it works. So let's put some lights on these side tables, and then I am going to go and work on the main room. And I think rather than drag you through the whole painful process of picking things and putting things out, I don't want installations. I want lights. I will just, oh, interesting. I never saw these before. I will just do them and come back when I'm done. So we need standing lamps. We need table lamps. What have we got? Actually, we've got one that matches the light on the ceiling. And I think I will use the American oak here as well. How about that? When I'm done, I will come back and we will have done the living room. I may do a little rearranging. I may add a few decorations. Not sure. Back soon. Okay, we are back. And I did, as I said, add a few things. There's a painting on the wall over the bed. We added some photographs on this wall. And this picture is, oh, that's better. This picture is particularly important to me because this is my grandmother. Her name was Hedwig. And then over here, as I mentioned before, we've got this nice cabinet for clothing. And we're going to go out and take a look in the kitchen, living room, and so on. This is the kitchen. There's some nice lights over this counter where people can go sit for breakfast or a snack or whatever. Out here, we have an actual dining room table, chairs, uh, a chandelier. I'm not overly fond of the way these curtains fit these windows, but they don't look too terrible. Got some flowers on the table. Another vase with flowers here to match the color of the couch and other love seat. And I just found these ivy, trailing ivy. I think they're very interesting looking. We got a couple plants, we got a table, and we have a TV. on the wall. And we'll turn that off. Fireplace. So I think it's a nice room with that painting above. And so the only thing to do now is the outside, the garden. Oh, we added a shoe stand here. We added some hooks to hang our clothes on when we come in from the back. And I think this looks pretty good. In part 2 of this video, this is it for, oh, I did not show you the office. One more thing to show. We did the office. We've got some decorations on the walls. We've got a bookcase, desk, laptop computer, place to put papers. And now we are done. And when we come back, I will show you what I do out in the garden and in the back. Uh, have a nice time, and I will have part 2 for you in a few days. Thank you.